I never know if we're rolling. I'm very professional, as you can see. You see what's in the paper today? These solar storms. Did you hear about this? Solar storms pose a risk of a blackout. You didn't know that. You didn't know you get a blackout from a solar storm up in the sky, the comets and the asteroids, whatever the hell's going on up in the sky. There's going to be a blackout. And it says here that there's stormy weather ahead. Now, last night my kid said, did you hear the storm? I said, what? The dog was barking. There was such a storm last night. I said, what storm? It's a solar storm. My kid heard the solar storm. Jared said, did you hear the solar storm? He heard the comets and the asteroids. He thinks it's an Alpha Centauri. He thinks it's Will Robinson. That's from Lost in Space, if anybody doesn't know what the hell I'm talking about. It says here that there's a solar storm over the next, what? There's a massive solar storms over the next year. Could risk the blackouts. And the risk of the sun spewing particles at the earth. The sun is spewing particles at the earth. It could disrupt the whole electric grid, interfere with satellites, communications. There was a storm on Wednesday, a storm on Thursday. It was raining out today. I figured that's the comets coming down. Remember Comet, the lady, Josephine, who for that commercial Comet cleaned the sinks. My mother used to have Comet and Brillo and all that. That's nice memories. Anyway, it says, so here's questions. What's going on? It says, every 11 years, the sun's magnetic poles reverse, and solar flares and solar storms are most likely to occur around a part of the cycle known as a solar maximum. What the hell are they talking about? Does this have any effect on this? So whatever the hell is going up in the sky, does it affect you? Are you still going to movies, restaurants, you're working all day, you're watching television, watching Glee, American Idol? Does any of these things in the sky affect you today? That the solar, whatever the bullshit is, there's flares and storms and asteroids and bursts of particles. They're colliding with the Earth's atmosphere. There's geomagnetic currents. What the? I need to an astronomer to do this blog. I need to have an astronomer to interpret what the hell's going on. But here's my question to you. They're talking about the solar storm. It's going to put blackouts. It's going to kill the whole electrical grids. It's going to upset communication. It's going to upset satellites. Now listen to this part. Have there ever been solar storms affecting us before? Yes, it says. There have been solar storms affecting us before. When have these solar storms affected us? Well, back in 1859 and back in 1923, it cut out the whole telegraph wires. Now, you hear what I just said. 1859, 1923, there was a solar storm that cut out the whole telegraph wires. Now, you'd think, if this happened before in 1859 and 1923, in the year 2012, the scientists figured, this could happen again. Maybe we should do something so it doesn't affect us. Maybe we should do something so it doesn't affect the satellites. There won't be blackouts. There won't be comets coming. There won't be 2012 with the whole Earth is splitting up. We got some time before it happens again because the scientists, like the weathermen, are always predicting, like a psychic, what the hell's going to happen. Of course, many times they're wrong. People tell me that weatherman's the best job. It's the only job that you can keep and be wrong 50% of the time, 20% of the time. You never have to be right as a weatherman. You still keep your job. I said to a friend of mine, Bruce, I said, I always said to my wife and kids, make all the mistakes you want as long as they don't affect me. And my wife always said, what do you mean? People make mistakes. That's why there's erasers on paper. There are erasers on paper. That's why there's erasers on pencils. We're all human. We all make mistakes. I said, make mistakes all day. As long as they don't affect me, make all the mistakes you want. And my friend Bruce said, what do you mean? People make mistakes. People work, they make mistakes. I said, so when you're working and you're an employee, how many mistakes do you think you should be able to make before you get fired? Make mistakes for the company, for the boss, for other people. You're affecting everything when you make a mistake. There's a ripple effect. So how many mistakes do you think an employee should be allowed to make before he's let go and fired? And my friend Bruce said, I don't know, maybe 100. That's what he said. 100 mistakes. You should be able to make 100 mistakes before they fire you. This is why I do the blogs. So in 1959 and 1923, they had solar bullshit going on. And you figure the scientists would figure out, look, if this happens again, we got to figure out, maybe we should put a cover over the satellites. Maybe we should tie a string around the sun. Whatever you got to do so this doesn't have blackouts and the satellite communication and cut off the telegraphs. The phones are going to go out. Everything's going to go kaput. This is back to remember 1999 was about to go 2000 and everyone was afraid that whatever the hell was going to happen. That's all I'm saying. That's what I saw this. Solar storms, electrical, what the hell's going to happen now? And they said, it happened before. Yes, it happened before. When? 1859, 1923. I figured, what? If it happened then, how many years do you have? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 60 years? 70 years, 80 years before to figure out. So if it does happen again, these solar storms, it won't affect all our communications. Can't figure it out. I have a great way so this doesn't happen again. Shoot the sun. Shoot the sun. Pull the sun down. Throw kill the sun, whatever the hell it is up in the sky, the sun, and that way it won't happen again because the sun is affecting these blackouts, solar blackouts, whatever the hell they're talking about, comets, satellites. So get rid of the sun. Get rid of the sun. It won't happen anymore. And that's my blog. Now, if you want to join the Bronstein Empire, I want you to click on some of these ads. I want you to go to davestvwebpros.wordpress.com. davestvwebpros.wordpress.com. You're going to join the Bronstein Empire. And I want you to be part of the Bronstein Empire at davestvwebpros.wordpress.com. I need a new management team. I fired my old management team, my wife and 2 kids. I'm doing business with the biggest players in TV direct response, Shark Tank guys and Dragon's Den guys with the hottest TV products. I need distribution. I need video guys, promoters, business partners. I'm like the guy in the Ed Sullivan Show spinning all these plays. Can't keep track what the hell's going on. But there's too much money, a lot of cash, and I want to share it with you. So if you need cash and you have an expertise in marketing online, you're a video promoter, you're a classified booker, you're a chat girl, I got a lot going on. Just go to davestvwebpros.wordpress.com. You can see what the hell's going on. And let's make a lot of cash together and click on some of the ads, make me some money, and check out my daily blogs every day because I got a lot to say. You can delve into my nutty world, my personal world, the David Bronstein world. You think my world is strippers and porn stars. So do I. I wish it was. Go to check out Bronstein TV and subscribe to my channel here, and let's make a lot of cash together. Goodbye!